So far, we've asked questions using the question word dien or a dien, which is what. Saying, which can mean how or how much, which is what we actually used, or how many, depending on the context where you find it, right? We've also looked at a question involving the question word where, which is a he or he, right? And we also turned statements into questions, into yes or no questions, by simply varying our tones, raising the tone, and lengthening it as well. Now, let's get into more questions in dialogue 3. And for this one, we are asking where something is. So where an item is, which means you are going to be using the question word where. So this conversation is between Kwame and Ama. So Kwame asks, Ama, Safwan wahi? Ama, Safwan wahi? So you can see the he here, where. So we said this is from a he, where. So Safwano wahi, the key is where. So if you want to ask where an item is, or even where someone is, you simply replace this part with the name of that person or that object, and you have it. So if you want to ask where is Kofi, for example, you just bring Kofi here to replace Safwano, and you have Kofi wahi. Kofi wahi, where is Kofi? Ediane no wahi, where is the food? And Mpaboa no wahi, where is the shoes, right? Atadie no wahi, where is the dress? Or where is the shirt? So whatever you want to ask for, you just replace this part with that and you add wahi. Where is it, right? So Kwame asks, Ama Safwan wahi? Ama, where is the key? And Ama asks, Safwa beng. Safwa beng. This beng, this is an interrogative determiner. It goes after the object that you are asking about. We use this to ask what the thing that comes before, or which the thing that comes before. So in this case, it's the key. So what key or which key? So this is a determiner. You can see this bang, we said it can mean what. But earlier, from I think the first dialogue, we learned that what is a dien or just dien, right? But the difference between this one and that one is this is a pronoun. So this can stand on its own. So that is why we asked a dien or we dien. It's stood by itself, right? Because it's a pronoun. But here, this goes with the object. It comes after the object to ask the specific type, right? The specific object it is. So Safwa beng, which key? Or Safwa beng, what key? So we want to know the specific key that he's talking about. So if someone tells you something or tells you about an item or a person, for example, Minuanoko school, I can ask Unia beng, right? Unia beng, which of your siblings? Madam Fono etukwai, I can ask Wadam for beng, which of your friends? So it will always come after the reference, what you are asking about. Ediane ben na udie, what food did you eat? But you can't use dien, you can't say ediane dien because dien or a dien stands on its own because it's a pronoun. It is used to replace a noun. So it stands by itself. But if you want to ask what this or which that, then you use ben after the item that you are referring to. So here, Ama is asking Safwa ben. So Kwame had asked Safwan wahi, where is the key? And Ama is asking Safwa beng, what key are we talking about? Which key are we talking about? And Kwame responds to that with Medain Safwano. Medain Safwano. So the key to my room. So we have Medain, which is my room, right? My apartment. And then Ama responds to that with Edam Panoso. Eda Panoso. So we have that, which means to lie, like when you lie on something, right? Same concept as to sleep. So Eda Panoso. Mpa is the bed, right? A bed. And you have so, which is on. So literally you are saying it lies on the bed, right? So the key is on the bed. Kwame uses the interrogative determiner again. So you see how he's using it. Mpa beng. So I told you this cannot stand by itself, unlike the dien or dien, right? So this cannot stand by itself. It will come after the object or the item that you are seeking to ask about. So in this case, it's mpa, which is the bed. So mpabe, which bed? What bed are we talking about? And then Amma says we. Usually when you say we, you'll be pointing at the particular thing, right? So you say we, this one. And then Kwame uses this response as a yes or no question. I told you you can use a statement as a yes or no question by just varying the tone, usually raising your tone towards the end and lengthening it a bit. So for the statement, Amma said we, so you can hear the tone is down, right? And it's short. We. Now for the question, Kwame says we. This one, so similar to what you have in English. So in English you say this one, right? This one, that's a statement. This one, and that is a question, okay? And if you struggle with this, you can always add ana to, the statement, and that will turn it into the yes or no question. So instead of we, you could just ask we ana. Is it this one, right? We ana. And to that, Amma responds with ane. Yes, because we said this is a yes or no question. And then Kwame says, medase, thanks.